cutting out. Get ready to make my turn here. Heck is that? It's just a rock on the beach. I'm ready to go out there and clean those fish. Turning my boat around and go back into Generic Bay. I guess that bay is probably about 30 acres or so. Yeah, maybe a little bit less. Sometimes it holds fish. Sometimes we do pretty good just driving straight in and straight out of it, right down the middle. They'll come up and hit the gear in 10 fathoms. It's about like 17 fathoms in the middle. Starlink's not happy right now. I don't know what the problem is. Not much cloud cover. Maybe there's some solar flares or something. When we get the solar storms, it messes up my Starlink. Really no rhyme or reason to it. I can not have a signal for a while and over again it fails, and then all of a sudden it'll just catch, start working again. Got to go out there and clean those fish. I got 2 fish to clean. I think that's going to require my apron. Mountain's coming out, the big one. St. Elias. Look at this. I don't know if anybody's even on here. Nobody's saying anything. That's the big mountain right there. That's the big one. Big. St. Elias. Nobody's saying nothing. Random people who've never been here before. Bud Files! Hello! Bud Files! Woo! See you! Thanks for stopping by, Bud Files. We're gonna go clean a couple king salmon here in a minute. Let's put on the apron. Got this nice apron. Slips right on there like that. Go out there and clean them fish. Got a good line on the computer. Go clean the King Solomon. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. A pair of beauties right there. Ow! Oh, twisted my ankle. Oh my goodness. I need to change the shape of the back of my boat here. Mother of God. Ooh. Ah. Get all relaxed and just jump back in there and then, my goodness, pain. Ouch. I will survive, you guys. back, and he's about 31 inches. Plenty big enough. Oh yeah. Eating the tiny herring right out of his throat. Look at the size of that herring right there. Look at that monster herring. It's like I was saying, that's what the loons are eating. That one's fresh into the cove here. I wonder if when their air bladders puffed up like that, if that means, like, did they just come up out of the deep, or what does that mean? Sometimes it's not. Sometimes they all are. This one came in here recently because it's not like fluorescent red. The ones that hang out in here, they start eating a bunch of those shrimp, they turn bright red. This one is pretty red, but he's not like super red, I don't think. Ooh yeah, another 30-incher. See, this one's got like orange on its belly parts there, and it's packed with shrimp. See, this one's been in there eating the little shrimp. Been hanging out in here. Seems to be a lot of shrimp this year. At least we got something, huh? Let's go get it. Wash them off over here a little ways. Let's feed the birds. Well, those birds are pretty slow, aren't they? Missed out on all that feeding. My hose keeps getting worse and worse. It's about the weakest nylon hose this side of the Mississippi. Birds are just now catching on that I'm cleaning fish. Super slow. See, this one's eating the herring, the little tiny itty bitty herring, and the other one's eating the shrimp. The second I'll show you the difference in the meat color. The diet of these fish just makes all the difference. The coloration of their meat. Oh, I got to turn the boat. Turn the boat. Come on, I'll be right back. See, look. Oh man, this thing, I'm gonna get rid of this flash. Catch it. Get out of there, flasher that doesn't catch anything. Give me a break. Hold on. See, here's the herring, like next to my foot. There's the bait herring I buy, and that's the herring they're eating. And there's the shrimp, this little tiny shrimp. And here's a fish that's eating herring. See how the meat is kind of, it's red, you know? And here's a shrimp fed one. Should be obviously redder. Kind of red, a little bit deeper red. See that? I don't know. Maybe you can't tell from that angle. Well, that was real encouraging. That was real encouraging. We got two and not nothing. Ah! You got, ow! Man, now I cramped my wrist. Falling apart! I want to unsnap a little clip in that. I did it. Felt like a shock. Like a shock from a 12-volt battery. I'm okay. Outfish Ontario, you got hidden. They banned you, Zyro. Too many red screaming faces. Ah! Lots of feed on the bottom in here. Let's make another pass. I might have to make a pass right straight down the middle. But first I'm gonna go down the edge again. Zyro! Hola, ¿cómo está, Mr. Tony? We got a two king of salmon. One more, we're in the money for real. Come on. Quit leading me on here. Driving all the way out into the back bay and don't only get nothing. And then catch a fish over here by the, well, we're not real close to the harbor right now, but we're pretty dang close. We're in Generic Bay. Macintosh! I don't know that channel, man. Ontario what? Are you in Canada? Well, we got a couple. We got 2 in 5 minutes. We've been fishing for like 5 hours, and then we got 2 in 5 minutes. Outfish Ontario. No, but are you Canadian? Why are you watching the Canadians? Want to go fish in Canada? I kind of want to go pike. I want to go bear hunt. I want to do the black bear hunt with the bait barrel. And then walleye and pike fish at the same time. I think that would be fun. made it into 12, 13 fathoms. Born and raised in Florida, and you're still in Florida. What about the pompano fishing? I want to go pompano fishing in Florida. So you probably watch the Canadians because it's just different from your lifestyle, totally different. That's why you're in Florida watching Canada and I'm in Alaska watching Mexico, you know. Oh, if I could only fish in Mexico. Loosened up my hat. I like it in here in this back inlet. Nice and calm. Only targeted pompano twice. How far from the salt are you? I think it's an old guy thing. I'm ready to post up with some sand fleas or whatever and wait for the pompano. And then get the pompano and do things to it, put it in the frying pan. Go get the pompano, what's wrong with you? Go get some hermit crabs or whatever you need and go catch them. I kind of dreamed that I could do that commercially. You know, they sell for quite a bit of money. They're worth about as much as these king salmon. You could have a Pompano Shark YouTube channel. Augment the cruddy fishing by super chats. Gerardella, Gerardirella. Hello, good to see you again. I like your little thingamajobber that you got there. Why not? What the heck? We need some excitement around here. Why don't you go rogue, Gerardella? Hide some people. Hide Zyro. Make you a managing mod. I'm doing better. I didn't catch anything this morning or this afternoon. I finally caught a couple fish, so doing alright. You're welcome. I'll just make everybody a moderator on this channel. I don't care. We'll try it out. If it's a problem next summer, then we'll undo it. But I noticed that the other big fishing channels don't have everybody blue. They got hundreds and hundreds of people in there. But I got a few good people. It's alright. We're doing fine. Got this boat in here, deer hunting. How dare you? Government worker guy. Hunting after my deer. I like this spot because it's it's the isthmus. See how you can see right through those trees? Right on the other side of those trees, that's the main bay beach. It's an isthmus. It's real thin. So if you sit right there, all the bucks that are going back and forth, they're in a rut. They walk right by you. That's how I got my buck out here. Woo! Thanks, Gary. Let's go drill holes in this boat so I can't get my deer for next year. We drill holes in this canoe. Man, that was satisfying shooting that deer with that rifle, that 6.5 Creedmoor with a suppressor. It was like, punk, and the deer just crumpling over. It was like, wow, it was a big deer thing that's dropped like a rock. Very satisfying. All these people talk about 6'5" Creedmoor's not powerful enough. Just dropped that deer like a sack of potatoes. I didn't even shoot it in the backbone, it just dropped it. Heck yeah. I wish we could shoot more than one deer. I won't go after another one. I could shoot one for my neighbor or whatever, but I won't. There's not enough of them. I'll just shoot one a year if I can get it. 25 yards. It's 25 yards out. Real close. I don't think that I have much velocity. Maybe, I don't know. Kind of backed myself into a box cannon here. I got a 338 with iron sights, and they fell off the gun. They just rattled off. I had it sitting in here on my boat, like rattling on the rail, and it like did something to the sights and it fell apart. Well, the deer wasn't a mile away, it was 25 yards. That's funny, we got those two fish and then nothing. Looks like a real nice day to deer hunt. It's starting to get foggy back in the cut. Still speeding up. Starlink is down again? Are you serious? Is it really? Am I still live? I got 13 people. The deer was hard quartering away and I was up above it a little bit. It was down in the ditch and I was standing on the side of the road and I shot it down like behind the last rib right underneath the backstrap. The bullet went down and got its one lung, part of the liver, and then I don't know what happened to the bullet. Disappeared into the deer. Didn't exit. Kind of tore up a little bit of meat and a little bit of bloodshot on the flank there where it went in, but it was minimal. There's a hole about like that big where it went in. In the hide, the hole was like that big in the hide, and then underneath in the meat it was like that. But that was all the damage. That's it. No, the deer was turned like this. It was like this. Now, well, actually, I can't tell which way it's facing. But like if this is the front of the deer here. It's faced this way and I put it in like way back, more than halfway back on the deer. If I'd have shot it behind the shoulder, it would have just broke the shoulder on it. It was turned so hard. I shot it right where it needed to be shot. No, it was below the spine. I was up above it, so the bullet was going down a little bit. I don't use but whatever octopus I catch. I got a couple last year, I think. I only had 2,800 pounds of halibut to catch, so I probably caught 500 pounds with that one octopus. At least 300 pounds. I got this huge octopus. I got it on video. I can't remember if I was live. I don't think I was live yet. I didn't have the Starlink hooked up yet. But I made videos of it. I got a really big octopus, and then I put that thing out on the hooks, and the freaking halibut were just all over it. No, it didn't come out either because I skinned the deer very carefully. I saved the skin. I skinned that deer skin, every inch of the skin. I saw it and looked at it. There's no hole on the exit. Sorry, Joshua. Let's check what the Bible says. We got Joshua in here. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's tough. Old Testament. Kind of long stories there. This is a good story. It's kind of long. Eating the blackberry? Yeah, we ate some blackberry. It tastes like a seal around here. Esther. Look at the story of Mordecai and Haman. Very interesting. Haman was talking smack about Mordecai and he ended up getting it, didn't he? What'd they do to him? They chop his head off or something? I don't remember. That's real fresh. This is at Esther 5:9. Haman's plot against Mordecai. So Haman went out that day joyful and with a glad heart, but Haman saw Mordecai in the king's gate, and that did not tremble before him. Oh, and that he did not stand or tremble before him. He was filled with indignation against Mordecai. Nevertheless, Haman restrained himself and went home. And he sent and called for his friends and his wife Zeresh. Then Haman told them of his great riches, the multitude of his children, everything which the king had promoted him, and how he had advanced him above the officials and servants of the king. Moreover, Haman said, besides Queen Esther invited no one but me to come in with the king to the banquet that she prepared. And tomorrow I am again invited by her along with the king. Yet all this avails me nothing, so long as I see Mordecai the Jew sitting at the king's gate. Then his wife Zeresh and all his friends said to him, let a gallows be made, 50 cubits high, and in the morning suggested the king that Mordecai be hanged on it. Go merrily with the king to the banquet. And the thing pleased Haman, so he had the gallows made. The king honors Mordecai. Chapter 6. That night the king could not sleep. So one was commanded to bring the book of the records of the Chronicles, and they were read before the king. And it was found written that Mordecai had told Bigthan and Teresh, two of the king's eunuchs, the doorkeepers who had sought to lay hands on the king's Ahasuerus. Then the king said, what honor or dignity has been bestowed on Mordecai for this? What did he do? I missed that. Hold on. What did Mordecai do here? The names kind of messed me up. Let's go over it. That night the king could not sleep. So one was commanded to bring the book of the record of the Chronicles, and they were read before the king. And it was found written that Mordecai had told Bigthan and Teresh, two of the king's eunuchs, the doorkeepers, who had sought to lay hands on King Ahasuerus. It's found written, Mordecai. Then the king said, what honor or dignity has been bestowed upon Mordecai for this? That must have been a favor for this other king. It's okay. Let's use this opportunity to drive straight down the inlet there. Okay. What honor or dignity has been bestowed on Mordecai for this? And the king's servants who attended him said, nothing has been done for him. So the king said, who is in the court? Now Haman had just entered the outer court of the king's palace to suggest that the king hang Mordecai on the gallows that he had prepared for him. The king's servant said to him, Haman is there standing in the court. And the king said, let him come in. So Haman came in, and the king asked him, what shall be done for the man whom the king delights to honor? Now Haman thought in his heart, whom the king would delight to honor more than me. And Haman answered the king, for the man whom the king delights to honor, let a royal robe be brought, which the king has worn, and a horse on which the king has ridden, which has a royal crest placed on its head. Then let this robe and horse be delivered to the hand of the one of the king's most noble princes, that he may array the man whom the king delights to honor. Then parade him on horseback to the city square, and proclaim before him, and then parade him on horseback to the city square, and proclaim before him, thus shall it be done to the man whom the king delights to honor. Then the king said to Haman, hurry, take the robe and the horse as you have suggested, and do so for Mordecai the Jew who sits within the king's gate. Leave nothing undone, all that you have spoken. So Haman took the robe and the horse, arrayed Mordecai, and led him on horseback to the city square, and proclaimed before him, thus shall it be done to the man whom the king delights to honor. After, Mordecai went back to the king's gate, but Haman hurried to his house, mourning and with his head covered. When Haman had told his wife Zeresh and all his friends everything that had happened to him, his wise men and his wife Zeresh said to him, if Mordecai, before whom you have begun to fall, is of Jewish descent, you will not prevail against him, but will surely fall before him. While they were still talking with him, the king's eunuchs came and hastened to bring Haman to the banquet which Esther had prepared. Yeah, I like this story. Royal's looking for me now. Chapter 7. So the king and Haman went to dine with the queen Esther. And on the second day, the banquet of wine, the king again said to Esther, what is your petition, Queen Esther? It shall be granted you. And what is your request? Up to half the kingdom it shall be done. Then the Queen Esther answered and said, if I have found favor in your sight, O king, and if it pleases the king, let my life be given me at my petition, and my people at my request. For we have been sold, my people and I, to be destroyed, to be killed, and to be annihilated. Had we been sold as male and female slaves, I would have held my tongue, although the enemy would never compensate for the king's loss. So the king Ahasuerus answered and said to the Queen Esther, who is he and where is he? Who would dare presume in his heart to do such a thing? And Esther said, the adversary, the enemy, is this wicked Haman. So Haman was terrified before the king and queen. Then the king arose in his wrath from the banquet of wine, and went into the palace garden. But Haman stood before Queen Esther, pleading for his life, for he saw that evil was determined against him by the king. When the king returned from the palace garden to the place of the banquet of wine, Haman had fallen across the couch where Esther was. Then the king said, will he also assault the queen while I'm in the house? As the word left the king's mouth, they covered Haman's face. Now Harboneth, one of the eunuchs, said to the king, look, the gallows 50 cubits high, which Haman made for Mordecai, who spoke good on the king's behalf, is standing at the house of Haman. Then the king said, hang him on it. So they hanged Haman on the gallows that he had prepared for Mordecai. Then the king's wrath was subsided. Amen. That was a long one. I guess Haman was pretty proud of himself, huh? But that ended up being the death of him. Come on, fish! How big is 50 cubits? How high was the gallows? I wonder how far he dropped before the rope hit his neck. Money is always the answer. Oh, I'm seeing some nice feed right here. Look at this. Ooh, what do we got here? Those are those little... Time for the night bite. Let's go. My favorite plug, man. It's this one. It's got to be this one. I spent a whole season catching fish with this plug one time. It was like one of my first seasons when I was hand trolling. I had one of those marlin teasers. I had a strip teaser, and I ran this behind the strip teaser. Absolutely murdered the fish on it. Not this plug. I mean, I've gotten probably a dozen ever since then. Maybe more. They cost so much now, I'm not buying them anymore. $28 a plug. Pretty crazy. That's like $62 fluorocarbon, you know? They're not even biting my bait today. They want the little herring. Who was it that was baffled by the little herring? Do you see the size of the herring they're eating back there? They're like this big. That's what they're feeding on. Janet loves them. This guy's deer hunting back here is probably getting ready to shoot my boat. Wanted me to get out of here with my plug and go, 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 go. He's probably sitting in a blind back here waiting for me to go away. I am. I'm going to go soon. I'm not getting them. I'm going to go on up the way. We'll get back over where we caught those two yesterday and see if there's another one in there. I've had some really good days in this generic bay, you know. I'm trying to make sure there's not another couple fish in here. Generic bay can be real good. When it goes real bad for me out there on the big water, I tuck tail and come back in here. It's usually good for a couple fish. If they're in here, if you're getting them in here, you can like pretty much expect to get them in here. So you don't anymore. But like you'll get them in here for the whole season, all the way till it starts freezing over a lot of times. Not a whole bunch, but you know, enough to make a little bit of money, pay for groceries and stuff. I have tried Yozuri lures. When I was a sports fishing captain, I would run that strip teaser thing, and the king salmon would eat anything that was behind it. And I tried the crystal minnow. I would take the front hook off and just put one like 6/0 hook on the tail. And it had a tendency to foul up. Like I never figured the hooks out right for it. I think it might be a good lure if you figured the hooks out on it. I need a big enough hook to drag them in, you know. I didn't know it when I was first doing that sports boat stuff, but it's like we don't get to fish for king salmon like that very much, you know. On the sport boat, we're like we just go out in the ocean and fish for kings. On the commercial boat, it's like a very short season where we're allowed out there. Yeah, I see weird stuff. I saw a king salmon just come right up to the top the other day, a big one. It just came up and was like swimming on the surface, stuck its tail and its dorsal fin came out of the water. Took a couple kicks and I'm like, what the heck? What is... Nobody else fishing around. I hadn't like lost it. I always felt like when I saw that they were just dying for being hooked by somebody else, but nah, it was just swimming on the top. What kind of Yozuri are you talking about, Jim? Like the crystal minnow or Or like a Yozuri. They got a million different Yozuris. I just saw some Yozuris at a sports show out in Fisherman's Landing. It's on my channel. If you look back, it says like Fisherman's Landing tent show or something. But there's a Yozuri. There was a Yozuri table there. I should have videoed closer up, but I did get some video of it, I think. I'm gonna try going right down the middle of this generic bay on this pass. See if we get one. I've been running the edge. We'll try going right down the middle. There's a bunch of feed and stuff in the middle. Sometimes it's good for a fish or two. I asked him, I'm like, what's new at the Daiwa booth? And he said, this one, I'm trying to remember what it was called. It was called like the Cuddly or some weird name. The Cuddler, that's what it was. It was called the Cuddler, and it was a stick bait. It was kind of like it looked like an overweight Rapala, big, you know, like for tuna. It was fat. Yeah, I did. I ordered a sourdough starter. I did. I already told you I did. I ordered it the same night we talked about it. Look in the email. There's a confirmation of sourdough starter on the way. Come on, you stupid fish. Mark down there. There's so many marks, but this one piques my interest like it could be a fish. If it bites, I'll show it to you guys. It's all alone. It's kind of coming up a little bit. Not biting yet. See that one there? There's another one down there. I reckon that could be a king. There's a couple of them in there. This is the area where I catch them. Those could be kings that aren't biting. It kind of looked like that one was taking a peek though. I didn't see it actually, Bobby. Come on. Come on, bite you, stupid, scaly, slimy fish. That kind of looked a lot like two fish. There's no other marks. They were about the right size. They're about the same size as those ones I got. I caught one in that spot. No bite though. Maybe they'll hit. Maybe they'll hit at the mouth of the generic bay. Yeah, I've been in here probably 3 times, I guess. Out his neck. I'm still thinking about that Bible chapter or 2 we read. You gotta think that get out of here. Now I got the pumpkin. How do I go around here? Even if I go around the post, the pumpkin is still there. Get out of here. That guy, that king, It was a wine banquet. You think he was drunk? He was all fired up. The king's at the wine banquet, and then Hammond thought he could talk him into giving him all those riches, you know. And instead, the king got all PO'd and hung him, you know, or threw him out. I can't remember. The next day, it was the queen that talked him into it. It's always the woman. She's like, "Why don't you kill that guy?" Not been nice to the Jews. I guess she was a Jew. I'm trying that. That reminds me of when what was that king? King Nebuchadnezzar. He's the one who killed John the Baptist, right? That lady said the same thing to get John's head. King says, "I give you up to half my kingdom," and the woman says, "Off with his head." Dang women. You gotta be careful. Come on, fish. Give us a pull. Oh, yeah, it's a big one, Zyro. Maybe I should speed up. Going fast, but I think the tide's drawing my boat out of here, so my gear's probably not working as fast as I think. See if we can get a reaction bite. These fish are going on lockjaw mode. See if we can buzz through and get one to hit on the way out. Yeah, it sounds like make a good movie. Yeah, I like that one. That's a good one. I live alone, and brother, all my windows, all the windows in my area, 100%. Maybe scratching my head. Dang, head itches. Okay, this is it. If we don't get one on this pass, we're going to keep going. Get back up to the end of the drag before dark. Maybe there'll be some in there, you know, just spinning around like crazy, waiting to attack. Working themselves into a frenzy. Getting all drunk on those micro herring. So many sea otters in here. I don't know why these people don't hunt the sea otters. There's like hundreds of them everywhere. Right now I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see 6. There was more. But there's 6 of them right there, at least. Maybe more. Count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll run this one over with my boat. Look at this. Sea otter right there. Look at it. the meat. Man, that's rough. You know what? I trap otters, river otters, and if you try and use them for bait, nothing will eat them. Not for a long time. Eagles eventually. But they don't like it very much. It's like purple meat. Come on up and give us a strike. Man, those two were just ready and waiting in there. I wonder if that's all that was in there or what. Sometimes I get a big one on the outside edge of this thing by this rock pile at the end of the drag. Not a lot of little ones right now. That's kind of nice. At least if we're only getting a few bites a day, a good percentage of them are keepers. Yeah, Holly's cooking right now. It sounds pretty good to me. Good thing it gets dark early because I don't want to be dallying around out here too long without eating. I'm about starving. Let's have another shot of lemon pepper. I wonder how many calories is in pepper. Probably good diet food. Bound to see a big buck just walk down the side of the beach here. So we don't have a tag anymore. I need to take those kids fishing. Royal was looking for me today. He probably wanted to go fishing or deer hunting or trapping. The main trapping season doesn't open until the 10th. Wolf and coyote and some other things are open right now, but marten and river otter not open yet. There's a lot of martens around here. I used to have a lot of martens at my house. One year I put traps out at my house. I caught like 5 marten. Did the same thing the next year. Since then they haven't bothered me. They were bothering me. They were like coming around eating the deer meat and stuff that I had hanging up. I'm starving over here. I'm on a starvation diet. I was gonna bring some candy, but I forgot. I need to order some more candy. There's Terry Big tuna cookies. I was watching SD Fishing Sips. He was jarring up some yellowfin. He just put the yellowfin in a jar and then added some olive oil and pressure cooked them for an hour or something. 90 minutes and 10 pounds. I got some killer death peppers in my freezer. Maybe I'll jar up my tuna and put some of those peppers in there. At least there's one jar. I'm gonna have a lot of tuna. Kind of still in the bite zone. There's a long stretch of territory where I don't usually catch anything. And then there was just a bunch of fish along this bank last winter. I was able to catch a pretty good amount of fish in here last year. I was surprised. Because for a few years we didn't have very much in here. And then last year they were biting okay along this area. Northern Fishing and Outdoors, what's up? Woo, woo, woo. It's like the perfect time to see a deer. It's the peak of the rut. It's calm, it's cold, it's not raining. I guess it's still kind of high tide. If it was low tide, that would be the trifecta. Tide's going out though. I've been here all along. I've been here all day. We missed it. We just read the Bible for like 15 minutes. I wanted to read that story about Haman and Mordecai. And it's kind of long to get the whole picture and read a bunch here. I think there was more backstory to it as well. A couple chapters more before that. Busted phone? What the heck? I knew you were going to ask me that. We'll do another one here. One verse. The last enemy destroyed. What is it? 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 20. But now Christ is risen from the dead, has become the first fruits of those who have fallen asleep. For since by man came death, by man also came the resurrection of the dead. For as in Adam all die, even so in Christ all shall be made alive, but each one in his own order. Christ the first fruits, afterward those who are Christ at his coming. Then comes the end when he delivers the kingdom to God the Father, when he puts an end to all rule and authority and power. There's a lot to that. It keeps going. Been busy all day. There's Saving Grace. Good to see you. And what's that channel I was on earlier? Saving Grace? I forgot. I subscribed. I feel like I subscribed to that guy before, like his face was familiar. I feel like I was in there and I subscribed before, but YouTube took it away because I didn't go back. It just popped up on my feed while I was scrolling. You're welcome, Northern. Alright, now we're going to speed up because I never catch anything in here. Let's get a little bit more speed on. As soon as I say I never catch anything here, it's going to turn up. Oh, Gail Lawrence! It's been so long! We missed you, Gail! I hope everything's good in Maine, right? Aren't you in Maine? Whoop, 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 whoop. But slow fishing these days. We're just trying to get 3 now. If we get 1 more, I'd be happy. Trolling back towards the harbor right now. Probably need to check that one wire. It's kind of running funny. Like maybe 2 lines are together or something. They don't bite here, but last year I was catching them on the next reef up. Like, there's another salt chuck, and it's got a little reef in front of it. And last year I was getting some there. And then after that is a typical normal stretch rod fish. Maybe little surprises and we'll hook one up out here in no man's land. Fishing slow. We got 2. We spent, I didn't really even get out until like, I don't know, 9 o'clock. Then I had to do some work on the boat. Balance the boat. I don't know. We didn't even start fishing till like 10:30 or 11. It seemed like, and we didn't catch anything. We had 1 bite out there in the deep. Oh, I got 1 little one, and then 1 bite, and then I had some little tiny ones when I pulled my gear in. So then we came back into this inlet here, Generic Bay, and we got 2 right away. Now we're looking for 3. 3 is pretty good money. I can just get 1 more. They're kind of keeping me guessing. I can't going out looking for the big hit. And all there is a little scratch fishing around the harbor here. So far is all we've found. It's good. I'm glad there's something. I got a few fish. I got 4 on the boat in 2 days. Yeah, they're probably out on the ocean yet. I'm in. God willing. We'll get some this winter. We got a long way to go before the end of the winter. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we'll be right in there in that spot where we were fishing yesterday, right at dark. Maybe we get a bite in there. Should be some fish holding up in there. No other boats around. Yeah, it snowed a little bit last night. It's good though, because I got a deer hanging up, so good for my deer meat. Be perfect. I think it'll be 4 or 5 days tomorrow for me to cut it up. Be well aged. Yeah, it is good. That's what we had that for dinner. I got the deer heart and the liver too. I never liked liver, but I've had a good moose heart before. I don't know, this deer heart, it's got like some veins in it. It look like, I don't know, I made little cuts in her to try and get the blood out of them. And then it's like covered with fat too. This deer has a calorie problem. It's a fatty hearted deer. So, I don't The heart always tastes like liver to me. I don't like it. But one time I had a moose heart that somebody else cooked for me, and it was really good. But the other moose hearts I've had and the deer heart I tried after that, they all tasted real gamey, like bloody, like irony, like livery, you know? I don't like liver. Yeah, they do. Yeah, and that one time this guy cooked up the moose heart for me, I was like, that's amazing. I love that. I'm going to want to eat that again. And the next time I made it, it was like, ooh, I don't know. Maybe we should cook it up with some bear fat. Black bear and deer heart. And, oh, liver too. Cook it all together like in a pie, you know, in the oven. Hollywood, eat it. Oh, that gives me the heebie-jeebies just thinking about the taste of liver. I mean, it's like full of blood, you know, the liver is. The Glock? I don't have any Glocks. I should probably get one since they're making them illegal. Seems kind of stupid. The deer fat on the black-tailed deer, the fat tastes good. It is. It's like the deer is delicious. It's so good, the black-tailed deer. You wouldn't even believe it. I might even save the fat from this deer had a good amount of fat. Like, I think it was maybe back by the hams. It had like this chunk of pure white fat that's hanging on it. $7. There's Landon, California. Apparently you can buy like a switch to make them fully automatic. California doesn't like it. I don't know what they think's gonna happen. Like a bunch of gangbangers are gonna put switches in their Glocks and then just go buck wild. Here's where I start catching fish again, right in here. Oh, there's a bunch of birds sitting on the water too. Gotta get right up against the reef though. Flasher. Have some as an appetizer before I get there. Maybe turn the fan around in the doorway to blow the smell out though. Actually, I don't think the smell of it bothers me. I just like the taste of it. Elk, yeah. I've had elk before. I thought it was great. Yeah, Landon. Why? Like 6 years old or something? I make everyone a mod. I don't care. As long as you don't go what do you call it? Road mod? Road mod! Start hiding people. You can't hide anybody if they're all mods anyway. Remember Dave Logan got hidden from the channel by a rogue mod once. That was kind of a disaster. I just shut the live down. I figure why not, you know, everybody, I like to have the moderator when I'm in somebody else's channel. That way I can, if I want to go look at back in the day, see if he's got a channel, I can just click on his name and find out what kind of, you know, and then if there's trolls, I can time people out or whatever. It may have a negative effect on the number of people that are coming through, but like, I'm not really selling any merchandise. And I watch channels that have like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. There's not that many super chats coming in. I don't know what the deal is. I seem to do pretty well with the small number of people in the channel. Even though there's not 500 or 1,000 people in, you know, you guys take pretty good care of me. What's up, Skater? I might try it again next. I might mix it up and like delete everybody's mod later and try it again. But right now we're doing this. Thank you, Skater. Oh, 100. Kind of a cool spot. There's like a back channel that goes back in between the island, and it has a rock right here. This is the rock. Then there's the back salt chuck or back channel, whatever you want to call it. It goes way back in there. Oh, that's cool. Is it steel or aluminum? Let's get the bite. We're a little bit late to that spot where we caught fish yesterday, but not too bad. I think we can still catch there if there's anything in there. About 35 degrees, maybe a little less. Snowed a little bit last night. Holly's keeping an eye on the deer. Quite the endeavor. Yeah, one more would make me happy. I'm honestly tickled we got two. The whole beginning of the day was like, it was not good. The water's a little messed up out there and not enough herring and I don't know. It's November. Glad there's a few fish back in here. Big hurry to get further up the cove, but this might be this is a good area here. I caught a lot of fish in here, and I haven't been working it, so maybe there's some lined up in here waiting for us. I don't think I've fished here yet since I've been back from vacation. It's kind of like a rock wall here. You got this bit of coastline here. And it's very steep. The side of the depth goes very much like it's like this. Sometimes it holds fish. I don't know why, but they line up right alongside of it. Hot cup of tea. That's probably a good idea. I need to get past this one spot though before I mess with it. Right around here, you gotta get your cannonballs close to the wall or you won't catch anything. But if you get too close, you hit the side. I never lost a cannonball here, but I hit it all the time. Two fish. Pretty tough. I wonder how the steelhead is looking in the sea tuck. I wonder if there's any steelhead in there. Might be time to get the steelhead stuff ready. Steelhead and otter traps. I gotta find my waders. I got a big hole in my waders. I need to patch them up. Right about here is where I usually hit the thing. Haven't hit it yet, that's good. The wall is so steep that like I can normally get into 65 feet of water, but the wall here, if you get into 65 feet of water, because the pole's sitting out like this, you start hitting the rocks. For whatever reason, it holds fish sometimes. But if you get too far away from it, you don't catch. Kind of gotta be right up against it. Otter trap for fur, yeah. River otters. Nothing on sonar, but that doesn't mean I don't ever see anything in here on sonar. I just catch fish here. It's weird. We ain't got no fish yet. I'm not bouncing that thing unless it hits on accident. Talk to Judah about how that turned out for him. He's out of business. There's a little bit of feed right there. That's what those are the little herring. That's what that is, those baby herring. Oh, come on! Give us a pull! It's nice that we didn't lose any of those big fish. Waiting so long for a bite, finally get it. At least we capitalized on that. No escapees. It is very bright. Bright and stripy and thick. It's thicker than the Glacier Shark shirt. I got a Glacier Shark sweatshirt. It's okay, but it's not real thick. This one's thicker. Woo! It means you have the third most posts. It's like the third most active. You get the crown if you donate like the most money or have the most chat. It's something about XP, I don't even understand all of it. Yeah, I don't. I'm always cold. It doesn't hurt anything on the budget, though, not to have a diesel heater running on here. That heater will burn up some fuel, actually. It's not a lot, but if I'm only burning, 4 or 5 gallons a day, the heater will burn a gallon and makes it 5 or 6. Adds up. Alright, nothing on the wall. Now we're in kind of another area that hasn't been that good. It used to produce pretty good, but I haven't caught very many fish out of here for a while. And we come around this corner, we're in like the main spot. Running a little bit late to get back to where we caught them yesterday. We're gonna get there. And there's some nice king salmon that were in there. We got a couple nice ones out of there yesterday. I'd like to get another couple nice ones. A couple more of the clutch. We're real close to the harbor now too. We're almost there. Alaska Critter Cam, hello! You got foxes there, Alaska? I don't have any foxes here. We got coyotes, wolves, moose, brown, black bear, glacier bear, wolverine, ermine, marten. They say there's fishers, but I don't believe them until I see one. What else do we got? I haven't seen any foxes either. We got river otters, black-tailed deer. They say there's white-tailed deer somewhere in the mountains, but I haven't seen them either yet, so I don't believe that either. It's like a lot of shrews we got. Oh, we got lynx. Yeah, but not very many. They make noises? What do they sound like? I'm gonna have to look that up if I remember. Oh, floating heart, thank you, Gail. Alright. Holly, are you on here? Go look up the links. I want to see the links. I'll forget. For sure I will. I go back home every night, Joshua. If there's a big bite going on, I can stay on the boat. Like, actually this spring, if the fish are really hitting on the other side of the bay, I could leave my dog with Holly. He's still alive. He's so old, decrepit now, but yeah, it could really help me out if I could stay over there when the weather's nice. Make a lot more money. I've never caught a lynx. It's on my list. We don't have a lot of them here, but there's a few. Lynx is a cat. Go look it up on Alaska Critter Cam's channel. Just click on Alaska Critter Cam and then look it up. I want to see. Remind me when I get back. I want to see the lynx make noises. Luff was in the air. I doubt they're breeding this time of year, but maybe. I think cats. I don't know. I don't know about the wildcat in Alaska. Really? See, I'm just thinking when they would have the young, you'd think they'd want to have the young in the spring or the summer, not in the winter. I want one of those dogs. They're so cool. You know which one's even better is that one, Shibu Inu or whatever. I always thought I wanted the lab because they were the best temperament. But and I like to duck hunt, but I really don't duck hunt very much at all. Gorillas around. I can't look at it, Holly, because I'm streaming. I'll look at it later. Thanks for reminding me, though. Okay, yeah. Alright, we're in the zone now. We're getting right into this hot spot. See if we can get one before dark. It's prime time right now. Nobody's been in here. Maybe we'll get one. We're not right where we caught them, but we're coming around the corner into like this pocket where I catch them all the time. Let's see if we can get one more. Ah, where's the party hat? I missed it. Oh my goodness. Was there something on my head? I was imagining a king salmon was gonna bite here when I went around the corner. Come on, Kegi Solomon! I don't know what it is, but I like this little bite right here. It's like this straight inlet, and then there's a little dip. It's actually on one side. It dips in, and they get in there. They're in there a lot. We got one small one in there yesterday. We didn't get our keepers out of there, but we got one small one out of here. Try again right now. Holly Kate has the deer call now. Elk, that's cool. coming into the pocket now. I'll show you on the chart. Talking about right in here. I don't know why, but just right in here. That's the spot. Spent a lot of time trolling right here. It's pretty productive sometimes. Sometimes don't get nothing, but we'll give her a shot. The husky! You know what's funny is the tide never went back out. It's been high tide all day. Must be a holdup, they call that. It's still like right up in the grass. A whole back. My waypoints. I've had them disappear randomly, but no. Come on. Here we go. Anybody home? Oh man, there's a whole bunch of ducks home. Whole flock of sea ducks. 100 of them. Alright, we didn't get anything over here. Let's race over to the other side of the inlet where we caught the fish yesterday because we're running out of time. I want to try that same exact drag today. Go across, go through it there. We'll come back to this side in a second. Alaska Critter Cave! Where's Bonaire? I don't know where that is. Holly said she wants to go on a cruise. You know what I was thinking? She's like, you go on your fishing trip, I want to go on a cruise. No, you can't go while I'm gone because then no one will watch the dogs. I think she needs to go like before or after, and then I'll watch the dogs. It cost me like $1,000 to have my stepmom watch the dogs. Aruba? Did they get crushed by the hurricane? That's good. Sunset now. Where is it? Not down yet though, that's good. We got more time to catch. Once the sun goes down, it's very limited time, but while the sun's still up, you're definitely still good to catch. Patrick up Baba Day. Tons of ducks around. There's so many ducks, there's just like feathers in the water. I wonder if the eagles have been killing them. That's probably the most likely event. A lot of bald eagles around here. When they get hungry, they just start eating ducks. They catch them when they go, all these diving ducks, they'll dive down and then the eagle will fly around and wait, and then they dives down, the eagle comes around, and when it comes back up, bam, they grab them as soon as they hit the top of the water. Bald eagles. Hello, Marines and Army Mom. Good to see you. I haven't sold. No, I got ice now. I'm gonna sell tomorrow. I have four kings on board. They're pretty good size. I got two of them that are like 10, 11 pounds. I got two of them that are like 11, 12 pounds. I reckon. Yeah, these ducks don't taste very good, the sea ducks. They're edible, but they're not real good. Might have come in on the drag a little bit too far to the south. Give it a shot here. Yeah. Bacon wrapped deer heart. Maybe I'll try that. Or bacon wrapped liver. Maybe I could eat that. I don't know though. That liver's pretty strong. I shot a deer right here once. Thinking I'm gonna see one come out here again. When the buck deer walks out on the beach, it's just like, are you serious? You're really gonna do that? You dummy. They're obvious. You look with the binoculars, but then when it actually happens, it's just like, you're just gonna walk right out, huh? The sunset's kind of subdued, but at least we got a little bit of sun showing today. There it is. The bear potatoes. Remember that? I think the liver is about the same for me. I think I'd rather have bear potatoes than liver. I'm serious. Come on, fish. One thing about this bank is it's like the sun hits it more. I think late when it gets really cold, it might be warmer and they come over here because of the warmth. The sun soaking into the mud. There he is. Come on, bite that thing. Come on, get on there. Got it? Something happened. I think I got a little one on the float. Might have missed it. Where is he? Lines are shaking a little bit here. I think I got a little one on my float. Not sure. It definitely bounced, but now it stopped. I don't like to go pull my lines unless there's actually something on there because they don't seem to bite as well when I'm running the hydraulics and reeling stuff in. It might have been it's either a small fish that's on there or yeah, he's on there. I got something on there. Just have a small one on there. I just saw it move again. Something small on the float. A pit fire. fish. Let's go see what we got. Got something. I did get something. You guys want to see the scenery? The deal. Hegseth fires generals. Google headline. Good for you, Hegseth. Get rid of those generals. I don't like them either. I think this fish is going to be about this big, but sometimes I'm wrong. That seal was in here last year, wasn't it? Or this spring? There was a seal in here. Wow, I want stuff around. Don't have any shakers in here yet today. Might surprise us. Dang, got away. Maybe I was just hitting the bottom. Had it set a little bit deep at the bottom. Yes. It just got away. Chilly. That's weird. Yeah. Yeah. Shush, you hydraulic whiner. Oh my goodness. We ain't get one more bite out of here? What the heck? It's so cold. My phone's pushing buttons. I know. Wilson, go lay down. There's my dog. Wilson! You thirsty? He's thirsty. He's licking the floor. Let me get him some water. Hold on, Wilson. I'll get you some water. Hold on. Hold on. I get the water. Hold on. He doesn't want it. Thought he wanted some water. I guess we're going over here. Well, was gonna go back, double back, but the dog had other plans. Oh, he did want the water. Good. He's getting some water. There he goes. That's some water for the Wilson. Oh, Wilson, you're so good. Good doggy. Oh. There's Wilson. Barking a fish, but it's not moving. I'm kind of thinking they're just not biting right now. He's just sitting there on the bottom. Right on this point. Yeah, Wilson holds it all day. He's good to go. It's a short day. He won't pee on the boat. Try to teach him, but he won't. Okay, he'll go like 40 hours or something without peeing. He's done it before. It's awful. It has an adverse effect on my career as a troller. Man, you think that was a bite? I don't know what the heck. Can we get one more? Not sure what to do. Trolling, I guess. Yeah. Let's go back in there where we came from. You guys, with one more look at this. Yeah, I know, right? The dog is incredible. It's just amazing beast. One more bite. Come on and give us one more bite. We didn't get a bite last thing yesterday. We tried. We stayed late and then it never came through for us. Got a couple bites about the same time we got those fish today, I think, and then that was it. That won't stop me from trying though. Yeah, that I gotta pee a lot too. Once I got to be like 40, I started having to pee a lot. Mountains look totally different now that it's snowed on them. Turned all white. There might even be more snow on them right now than there was this morning. That fish will hit when we start going back the other direction. I think I marked one on this point, didn't bite. Here we go. Let's take another run at it. This side of the deal, the mountains that that's what that sunset's shining on there. Sorry, it's not more stable for you. snow. Lots of snow, fresh. Oh my gosh, here comes the cormorants. I had a cormorant hit my boat twice now. The flight control is a little off around the fishing vessel. Somehow they're like run into my boat. I moved here from North Carolina 14 hours straight through. It's pee in a cup or something, man. Get you a big dog cup, pee in that. And if someone's tailgating, you throw it out the window. In here, I didn't see him come in. There he is, We're grinding, we're trying to get 3, it's so slow. Can't get 3, I just want one more. We had a bite, something. I reeled it in, there was nothing on there. It's the second time that's happened today. Same wire too. And I'm seeing another thing that looks like it could be a king salmon. They're not biting. They're in there, but they're not biting is what I think now. See them. Holding tight to the bottom. I'll show you. There's a lot of stuff I'm not buying. I don't think it's a king salmon, but like, that looks like a king to me right there. See him? All by itself. Right in the spot where the fish likes to hang out. It's suspicious. Back over to the other side. This is kind of like a narrow spot in the inlet. Try the other side again one more time. Guy's still out there in the deer hunting boat. I wonder if he got one. Or he's just waiting until dark. fish are coming. What did I miss? Alex Townsend, hello. Well, we can't get that last fish. Oh. How did anything get number 3? Coyotes in the cane field? Was there sugar cane down there? Or is it like a different kind of cane? Bamboo? Cane? Grass cane? Like what? We'll let him get away with that. Ah, the tea. Yeah, I probably should. Let me get the boat on the right line. I'll fire up this dog water. Edmonton! Did you get a deer, Edmonton? You know what? I might not have a lighter. Oh yeah, I do. I got one. It's not looking good. The lights are going out. We don't got no fish. Well, we do have fish. We got 2 fish. Good closing fish. Yeah, I am by the harbor. That's the thing on the other side of this. I'm in like this whole area I am in the generic bay is bordered by real shallow water. Oh, thank you! Thanks, Gail. So they really have to want to get in here to get in here. They got to come in over like a 15-foot reef on either end. Maybe 20, 25 feet when it's really big tide. But it's not really open to the main water. They filter in here. Sometimes it can be good, but it's rare. It's normally just a couple fish and then a couple more fish. But they don't just fill right back in. Like out in the main bay, they'll come back overnight. In here, it's maybe in a week would be more. Lettuce! What happened? Oh, the flu. Oh, not the flu. Oh, more habit poop. Oh, my goodness. So much poop. Much poop. I think you should go hunting anyway, Edmondson. Get out there and catch a deer. My hat. Gotta get the right tension on it. I made it tight when it was windy and not comfortable. Caught by the Yeti or the Troll L. Man, these fish do not fight for me. The poop has hit the fan. Oh good, you're gonna hunt tomorrow? Better take a picture of the deer, I wanna see it. Don't let him go this time, you're letting them all go the last time, so they're too small. Shoot them right through the throat patch. If you miss, then they're too small. If you hit them, then you got a good shot on them. 200 flashes. Not 200 flashes. I got like, probably got 8 flashers out there. Something like that. 6 or 8. Headshots. It's so unsightly though if you got a deer with its head like split in half. I never shot a deer in the head with a high-powered rifle. Never did. I seen it done, and I saw the deer, and I thought, that's not cool, man. Like, looked like the Predator or whatever, where it's all. I shot my moose in the head with a 300 Win Mag. You couldn't even see where the bullet went in. Sucked it right up. Maybe I missed, but I think it just sucked it up. Dale says make a tea. Alright. Good thinking. Get some sugar in here. Oh, the clapping seal! Woo! Does that look like enough sugar? I think I need a little more. One lump or 2. I will take 3. Uh-oh, I gotta adjust the lighting on my sounder. That means it's getting late. Last chance, fishy wishy. 10 millimeter. I need the sugar. I got some tea around here also. Oh, I used to have some fancy tea. I'm all out of fancy tea, but I got this regular tea now. Couple regular teas in there. Got 2 teas. I'm not messing around with that tea. Here we go. Might have put too much sugar in there. Here we go. Yeah. All right. Come on, last chance for the bite of the hook. Come on, get that hook, get the hook. Still, oh, sunset's going off again. Hopefully it'll still be good when I get turned around and show you. The whole sky just lit up. Wow. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Thought it was over. You see that? Wow. I wish I could hold the camera this way. Getting to come around on it now here. What the heck, Edmondson? Are you further north than I am? That's a possibility, but I doubt it. Different time zones what it is. Well, last pass here. We're gonna run out of light. Must have not biting. Maybe I'll anger them with my multiple passes, you know. Sleepy me? No. I sleepy till I wake up, no alarm. I just get up and I woke up at 6:10 today. And I turn on to YouTube. That drives my wife crazy. Yeah, I like putting scent on the plugs. Anything to make them catch. It seems to work well. I like that Procure herring scent, herring gel or whatever. I don't know why, but I do like to scent the plugs. I caught a lot of fish without scenting them too. What's this? Are they open right now? What's the slot? On the scoop. Oh, Canada. Well, I'm like 600 miles north of the Canadian border. It's gonna get cold tonight. Summer Kings. I'm excited for vacation in October season. I want to try and get away from white sea bass and bluefin in the spring, but I'm gonna need to catch a lot more than 2 kings a day to make that happen. 3 would do it. I need 1 more. Come on! The fishy machine! Let's go! No, I'm excited for right now. This Winter Kings is great. Hope the weather calms down. I can go out and try out in the bay again. I'll be going out to the bar next, or if some time passes, I'll try on the pinnacles again. I probably just, we'll see what the weather's doing on Monday. If it's rough, I'll maybe fish on the other side of the harbor. Like I'm on the north side of the harbor, I might try the south side of the harbor, that west harbor area, you know. Sometimes you can fish this side, get them all, and then go over the other side, get some over there, and then come back over here. When the weather's rough, you know, you can kill time like that. Keep making grocery money. That's what we got today. We got enough money to pay for our groceries and stuff. It costs a lot of money just to live here. If I don't make any money, I'll start eating all my money, you know. As long as I get a couple $100, not losing it. And take the tea bags out. That's pretty good. That was a good idea, Gil. Tea's in the spot. Thank God for sunsets, you know. Today has kind of been slow. Unproductive. Still get to see the sunset one more time. Some energy, yeah. A little bit of sugar in there. That'll help. Sunset has reached yet another level of coolness. Now it's like a dark purple. I don't know if it comes through on the camera. What the heck? There we go. I don't think that the color's really coming through. That was a bald eagle there at the end. Gotta like it. Yeah. I saved it for my shorts. Little sunset with the bald eagle flyby. Pretty good. Yeah, pretty calm, huh? It's good. We need to be calm if we're gonna go offshore. Come on, bite fish, come on. They certainly could bite, we could get a bite. I mean, we are fishing, come on. Got lots of hooks out. Quiet, coming back! trying. It's still light out. See you later, Gail. Good night. Okay, I'll be back on Monday. Whitefish, we don't have any. I fish for halibut. Sometimes I fish lingcod and salmon. Those are the fish I fish for. Look, St. John, what's up? Got the chicken adobo ready at the house. My goodness. Won't that be nice? Oh, and the Munson sent me the happy boom. This has got to be the most popular YouTube gift ever. It's going to be cold tonight with the partly cloudy. Boy, it's really going to get cold. That's what makes it happen. When the clouds come off here, it gets cold. Real cold. It's only November, so it's not going to be that cold. It'll probably be like 30. Certainly have a nice sunset. That's God's TV channel right there. Look at that. Channel number 1 right there. Oh man, this doesn't come out on the video like those colors are inexpressible in person. Very, very beautiful. Another night. You know, sometimes I get a bite right at dark, like way later than this. When I used to fish in this inlet like full time, I would just stay here until it was dark, and a lot of times when they bite. It's 4:27 p.m. in Alaska. night bite. I've been trolling around for hours here without getting one. I want one for my efforts. No underwater cameras. Sri Lanka! Give me all your... What do they got in Sri Lanka? Wahoo! Send the wahoo! Sri Lankan... What? Rice? Got a lot of rice there, right? Is there coffee there? Almost done. Fried shrimp sounds good. Oh, and oysters. Tomorrow, though. I want that right now, not tomorrow. Last chance, fishies! Well, tomorrow's Sunday. Got church in the morning. And the kids want to go trapping. Deer hunting. Then I got a podcast on the Pure Alaska channel. Yeah, crochet trip. What is a crochet trip? You're making that up. Oh, the cruise trip. Yeah. Oh, we got the whatever the heck that was. A latte from On the Hunt! Whoa! Gail made me make a cup of tea, and now I'm all fired up from the caffeine and minor amount of sugar I put in there. I got the energy to finish this drag off. We're gonna go around this little cove and then point her back towards the harbor when it's enough time to pull all my gear in without it hitting the ground. So another like 10 minutes here. Maybe we'll get a bite right before full dark. I haven't been fishing this section at all. I don't know, it could be chock full of kings in. For some reason it's getting dark, I can't read the writing on the screen anymore. I was able to read it when the light was out. Now I can't read it. 7:30 in Florida. Patrick says, I hope you feel better. Gary says, the Lipton drag. Holly says, oh, ooh. Yukon boob, burbot fishing this coming evening. Tom says good night to Gladys. You got my big kingy wingy. We can't get them. They're not biting. I think I saw some earlier on sonar, no bite. Why is there 20 people here now? I don't know. For this, it's almost dark. Nothing biting for like hours. Hanging out. I think it's the same people that always come around. They're just checking to see what's happening, and then they go away. I haven't been getting any subscribers. I think it's all 9,000 people are going around in a circle that are already subscribed. Holly's got some yarn. She brought some cool yarn. Whoa, look at that dog out of a box. Dog box. Was that a yarn dog box and a box of yarn? That's Wilson in the yarn. Sunset just goes on forever, it seems like. It's still happening. Hopefully my fish don't freeze. I don't think it'll be cold enough. It gets so cold here while we're fishing that sometimes you can fill your fish hole with seawater and put the fish in there and they still freeze in the seawater. That's cold right there. We're not there yet. That doesn't happen until January, February. Patrick! I got your high five! Woo! Thank you so much, Patrick! Oh my goodness. A little bit further and then I can turn the boat. Oh, what is that thing? It's the elixir! The health elixir! Oh, it's the magic drink! Get out of here! What is that? Oh, it's the best drink! Okay, I have seen enough. I think it's time to turn this ship around and pull in all the gear. 2 king salmon's all we found today. It's pretty weak. I must say that's pretty weak, but tomorrow's our day of rest on Sunday, and then we'll have another day to fish on Monday, and it'll be different. What, Zyro? Here we go. I'm turning her around and we're going to pick them all up. I don't think it did. I think he's just pushing buttons. We wanted to clear the board of the chat. Add to more chat. Well, at least we don't have to clean any fish at the end. That's nice. Throw the equipment in the boat, save my little herrings, and yeah. Unfortunately, I'm about to pitch those strips. They don't fish well the next day. They may be fish the next day, but I'm gonna go to church tomorrow. If I leave any bait on the hooks in the light, the birds will come down and do basket weaving with my gear on the back deck. I've even caught like eagles before. You leave the bait on the hook and you get an eagle attached to the back of your boat. Bad form. That's frowned upon. Not only that, but they make a big mess out of all the hooks. So we gotta ditch the bait. I hate using bait and not catching fish, but that's what happened today. Here we go. Bring in the gear. Bring the gear in. One time, a long time ago, I was fishing in this area. Now I was bringing the gear in, like I said, bringing it all in, and the very last line, the float, on the way in, it got a hit, and it was a keeper. True story. I don't know, that might save. We might be able to save that. That bait I've been using for 2 days. Water's nice and clear in here, real clear. Well, you think since we fished all day, we'd get more than 2 fish. Half a day, all day, still 2 fish. Ain't no difference. We gotta go and get rid of this regurgitated herring strips. They're still on there though. Remember that herring's the one that spit up? Still on there, still good. Not good enough to save for another day though. Get rid of that thing. welder will come work on my boat tomorrow. I really don't even need him to install what he made. He needed to, he did need to weld something on my boat, and then, I think he did that. See here, look, this strip's still good too. That herring strip I put on there. Been dragging it around all day. I need to change my oil tomorrow. I need to move these pulleys so I don't have to do this all the time. If I think about it, I could try and fix my autopilot control there. That might be nice. Actually, I need to order some new of these pulleys. Shivs, these new ones. Some are really wearing out bad. When it gets rough and everything's bouncing around, sometimes the wire gets stuck in the side of it. It's not in good shape. Well, unfortunately, I see the last hook and there's not a fish on it. Let's see here. Save these 2 chunks of herring. I'll put on my, I think I'll put on my gloves. That way, save my hands for the lines. Pull in both stabilizers and the poles here. Yeah, Shannon's here. Woo! We're almost in. Okay. Farmers Market 200 stand, swimming with the kids. Yeah. Oh my goodness! My flashlight. I can't see the flashlights. Oh well. Heck yeah, it's getting dark. Holly, I'll be back in. I'll be at the harbor parking lot in 15 minutes. T-minus 15 minutes. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. I'll be back soon. Real soon. It's 4:50 now. I'll be in the parking lot at 5:05. How good I can get close to that. We got a lot of jewels, you guys. We got 2,000.6 jewels. No, it wasn't that much happy poop today. It was more interesting gifts like disco ball. There was one like magic elixir thing. There was clapping. Oh man, here we go with the happy poop. Oh no, not the happy poop times 2. Oh, you can fillet it all the salmon you want. You can fillet my salmon. I'm over it. Ah, the disco ball is laughing. Ah! That's a good one. Show up really good in the dark. When it's dark, you can see the gifts really well against the darkness. We are almost into the harbor. It's been a really long day, but I'm grateful to be able to fish. Monday will be a new day. We'll try again. Smurf light in the cab. Oh, that's a good idea. I need to remember. I gotta order some lighting. It's a good idea. Every time I think about it, it's just really not a big deal. It really doesn't affect me at all. Better turn my boat lights on so that outboard boat doesn't hit me at 30 knots. He still hasn't come out of there yet. What if he got eaten by a bear or what? Well, they sell these strip lights, and I bought some. I was like, oh man, these strip lights are awesome. They're only like $5. And I got some really cheap ones, and then they worked for like one day, and they stopped working. So whichever ones that they put in the boat here, they worked for a long time. I mean, I had them for 2 years or 3 years before they went bad. That's much better quality. Yeah, I tried to put, I think the main thing was I put them outside, you know. I put them on the outside, and I think they were supposed to be indoor, outdoor, but they completely failed. Good night, Sarah Terabini. Heading into the harbor. It's 4:55. I got, what is that? 10 minutes to get back to the parking lot. Probably not gonna make it. Take an important call about where to fish tomorrow. How far is your range, Lee? Like, you gonna go 20 miles this way, 20 miles that way? What the heck? All right, 30 minutes. I need to get my bow out. Yep, I was right. Here comes an outboard boat. That's some Mark Sappington right there. I was not wrong to turn on my light there. Everybody hold on to your bitches. We're going to get waked out. Coming to big wake. Actually, it doesn't seem to throw that big a wake. Should be big. Come on, Holly, let's go. I'm at the harbor, almost. Hold on, the boat wake is gonna get us. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's kind of, oh my goodness! Not doing much to us, is it? That's good. Okay, good deal, Holly. You'll be right on time. I hope the dock's not too icy. My dog's having a hard time with the ice on the dock. I am too. Need to get some gravel from my spot going out on my dock. Give us a better grip. I need to start making my rod building, like a jig, you know. I'm gonna figure out a way to clamp down my drill, my power drill, and then tape the rod to the drill so I can spin it around with the drill. Or 500 west of a David. 500 miles west is the bub. Shoot me a sea lion, bub. I need some whiskers for a hat. I would like some sea lion whiskers for my hat. I will pay you for the sea lion whiskers. Put a artistic marker marks on them. Make a dot, dot, dot. It's art. Sell it to me. Here we go, coming into the harbor at night, and that is the Yakutat Small Boat Harbor. I need sea lion whiskers. The big whiskers, I need them for a hat. I'll put them on my hat. It'll be my ceremonial fishing hat for Mexico. People will be like, what in the world are those big, long strands you have on your hat? What is that? And I will say, it's a sea lion whisker! Ha ha! Got you now, sea lion! They will love it. I would love it. I don't know, man, but I know that I seen a hat once in it was like a painting, and it was labeled like what it was made out of, and it was like sea lion whiskers. It was on a Glinken Ida hat. Oh my gosh, there's a boat that's like coming in right next to me here. Are you crazy, man? Almost hit this boat right in front of me, just cut me off. Well, he didn't see me, or he just thought he'd just pull right in front of me and I just not hit him. Look at this guy. Look at this right there. I got my lights on. What in the world, man? Dang blasted government workers. I wonder if he got a deer. I know, my boat weighs like 4 tons and he just pulled his little 18-foot aluminum runabout right in front of me. I don't know if he assumed that I saw him or what. I didn't see him at all. I didn't see him until he was like 7 feet off my port bow. A lot of current tonight here. I'm getting into the dock. Be one of those nights. There we go. Oh yeah, we'll get her turned around. I got my nose. I'm ramming the dock. Ramming the dock. Turn her around with the power. Just ram right into the dock. Turn the rudder and give her some gas. She'll come around. Here we go. not making that sound with a song. Okay. Turn off my main electronics units here. They're both down. All right, brothers and sisters, love you very much. Remember to pray for each other, especially on Sunday. I'll be back on Monday. We got a podcast with Pure Alaska podcast. That's tomorrow, right? Yep, 4 p.m. tomorrow, Alaska time. Break my back closing that door. My goodness, that's tough. Yeah, we'll see you Monday, I guess, right? Yeah, might come live here. I got all kinds of chores and stuff. I'm cutting her down. I'm cutting the Starlink. See you guys later. Good night, Bub, John, Lee, Gary. Who else is in here? On the hunt.